Good morning, fellow graduates, Dean Fisher, professors, staff, family, and friends. I began to prepare for this speech the way any good lawyer would begin working on a new case: research. 21 evening division students are graduating today. Thanks to an anonymous poll the first day of constitutional law, I can tell you with certainty 0 self-identified female Republicans are in the evening division. But that might change if President Trump nominates one of us to the judicial seat. Evening law students are the ones crazy enough to enroll in law school while working in full-time, demanding jobs. It's the most expensive after-work hobby you'll ever have. Thursday evenings of 1L were the most thrilling nights ever. It was like watching Black Panther, except Black Panther is Professor Maher, and his superpower is the Socratic method. If students were unlucky and spent 15 seconds thinking of an answer, Professor Maher would take out his phone and say, "I'm calling you to see what's taking so long." This actually happened. If you're looking for love, though, the evening division is not for you. Many of us are already married or in serious relationships by the time we started law school. However, if your significant other is driving you nuts, I highly recommend the evening division. You can use the educational pursuit to get some space, specifically space in a library, to outline, to brief, or simply wonder how Justice Scalia and Justice Ginsburg managed to be such good friends when you unfriended all the people on Facebook who heard Laurel and not Yanny. Despite the low likelihood of starting a new romance, the diversity in age, background, and interest made our evening cohort experience particularly enriching. Andrew Miner is an art teacher. Erin Schutte-Wadzinski runs the Yale Global Young Scholars Program. Cassie Dulebski worked as a paralegal. Michael Grabowski is a state's trooper. Matthew Pesci runs a family business, and I work at Merrill Lynch as a financial advisor. Still, these past 4 years have transformed us. For instance, halfway through law school, after taking Professor Popp's federal income tax course, I decided to have a baby. For the tax benefits, of course. A few years prior, I supported my husband when he had the idea to build a treehouse. Then I took torts. And after that class, I feared I'd sue him if I injured myself in a treehouse. But none of us came to law school to sue the people we love. We'd only do that if they try to contest the will where we get the largest share of the inheritance. In all seriousness, we all came to law school for different reasons and want to use our JD in different ways. I came to law school because I lived in the US as an undocumented young person and child for 10 years. In 2010, a devastating earthquake in Haiti prompted the Obama administration to grant TPS to undocumented Haitians living in the US. TPS is like DACA. It never leads to citizenship. It only grants temporary protection from deportation and temporary work permit. For a decade, our immigration laws stood between me and my dreams. The Trump administration ended TPS for nearly over 50,000 Haitians. It will be effective as of July 2019. I'm fortunate that I am now a US citizen, but many of my relatives and friends still need TPS to work in the US legally and to not fear deportation. So I'm thrilled that Erin Schutte-Wadzinski will become an immigration attorney with the Immigration Law Center of Minnesota. She said, and I quote, "I look forward to making positive contributions to my home community and to fight for the rights of immigrants who make my wonderful rural town a place where I am eager to return." Ashley Daly, a Hartford native, wants to use her JD Ashley wants to use her JD to promote educational equity in Connecticut. It doesn't surprise me that many of the leaders in our country in politics, in business, and in our communities are lawyers. The law affects everything we do, directly or indirectly. Class of 2018, let's use our law degree to create the world we want and change the course of history. And I leave you with this. The law not only meets us where we are, it meets us where we dream. Thank you.